Stupid toque calyx. I was outside for like a minute to take the garbage out, and now it looks like I haven't washed my hair in weeks. I definitely need a haircut. But anyway, I am Slash Raptor. Hello, it's the Slash Raptor Show, and today is December 24th, 2025. And I have a PlayStation 5 that I was able to buy myself as a birthday present, as well as a Christmas present, which is why I'm opening it on December 24th instead of my birthday, because that would be like a week away. So let's take a look and see what all is in this thing. I am so excited because I've been wanting one of these for like 5 years. So yeah, cool. Let's go. So here is the box, and as you can see, it is wrapped in Christmas. And I also have a second controller because the PlayStation 5 only comes with one, and I need two to play, like, most games that I want, like Mortal Kombat 1, which I don't have yet, but will hopefully be getting soon. So I have this, and I also have Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which is brand new. So this is what we have associated with the PS5. And I also have birthday presents that I have not yet opened because it's not my birthday yet. That's not until January 3rd. I'm turning 34 this year. Yeah. It's kind of weird that they've got their self-advertising on the box. Can I just say that this is a really huge box? Oh yes, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. And let's see what this says here. Yeah, this is the disc version, that's what I wanted. So it should play pretty much all of my PS4 games, meaning that I'm going to unhook the PS4 and replace it on the desk that I use as my my entertainment system with this one. But first we have to take it out of the box and all that fun stuff. And then the wrapping paper, I don't think you can recycle this kind of wrapping paper, so that's gonna go in the garbage actually. I know that it's really late to the party, but these were extremely hard for me to find for a long time. Some people had much better luck than me, but I was not one of those people. I had the money to buy one back in 2019, and that was the plan, but then there were scalpers, and then there was COVID, and then they became unavailable for like 3 years, except for the odd one here and there that I would see people on the Reddit gaming subs that I never understood, like, how they're finding them, because it's not even a question that you could ask going into a store, do you have PS5s? Because of course not. But I have one now, and I have a terrible suspicion that, like, before I even get this out of the box, the PS6 is going to be announced. But I have decided that this is going to be my last console that I'm buying. I'm going to stick with PC going on because a lot of the games that are on here are also getting PC ports. Like The Last of Us 2 and Rift Apart also had a thing, but I only played like the first couple minutes of it just to see like if it was the same as all the other ones, and it's pretty cool. So I haven't spoiled the game for myself, but I only have that one game plus all the games that I already have on the PS4 that I can play on it, and possibly some of the downloaded games that I have on the PS4 as well. But we'll see, because I don't know how many of those are going to work. I have no idea. We'll see though. This feels like making one of those fortune tellers from elementary school. You remember those? The things that you would do, and then you would have like numbers and colors on them, and then you would hold it, and then somebody would ask it a question, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, blue, and then you'd flip it over, and then that was the fortune. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of these, the way that there's a box inside a box, and then this weird fold on the roof, or like on the lid of the first box, and then there's another box inside that box. I don't know how I got thinking about those fortune tellers, but it just was the first thing that came to mind, and I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Hang on. That's a big box. I remember the box my PS4 came in was like this size. Half of this. Alright. Ooh, cables. Huh. This is a 2-prong cable. The PS4 original had this, and the PS3 had this. But the PS4 Pro had one with an extra thing in the middle for like the 3-prong thing, and I'm kind of wondering why the PS5, which is supposed to be more powerful than the PS4 Pro, only has a single thing. But I guess Sony knows what they're doing. Aha! And an HDMI cable. When I got my PS3, it didn't come with HDMI cables. It came with RCA cables, because that was before they had decided that it made more sense to put HDMI cables in the boxes for everything. And then, and then USB-C, because the PlayStation 3 used the original USB, and then the PS4 and the PS4 Pro used the micro USB, and now the PS5, as well as the Switch and my phone and my wireless mouse, all use USB-Cs. And my phone. Did I say my phone already? I think I did. Yeah. So that'll be useful, because I can never have too many of these. Keep losing them, or they keep getting chewed on by cats that I foster, or whatever. So now, I think it's time to take... Oh, what's this? Ah, it is the other controller, the white controller. I've never actually held this before. Wow, that is a sexy thing. Huh. That feels really good in the palms. It's much more aerodynamically designed, and I hope that when I put this down on a flat surface, these won't get pressed like the PS4 buttons often do. This is really comfortable. I like this a lot. And I don't know if I showed this already, but I also got a second one, because I actually got this at Costco, because they had a bundle that comes with 2 controllers. So it's easier right out of the box. Now I don't have to worry about saving up to get another controller, because controllers have become extremely expensive as of late, and it's kind of weird how expensive they are. So this one is the black one, but this is the standard one that comes with the console. I think aesthetically, I like this one better, because this one has like details. It's like the PS4 controllers, where you never got any that were entirely the color that it like displayed on the box. But this one, it's like those. But this guy, all black with no definition. So that's going to be interesting. You didn't get to choose the color of that second controller, but black will work, because it's probably going to be the one that my friends use for when they come over. Okay, so now it looks like there's another box inside this box. Oh no, it's just a fold. And now there's another thing. Ooh, that is a beefy thing. That is heavier than I thought it would be. Oh, no, it was just heavy when you were pulling it out. Once it's out, it's not that bad. Look at the size of these things. Kind of impractical, I gotta say, PlayStation. But I am all for it, because that is a sexy console. I think I'm gonna be putting it horizontally, because putting it vertically, it's not going to work, because it's going to be in front of the TV if I do it that way. So let's see here. What How do you take this thing off? Oh yeah, this is smaller than I thought it was gonna be. It looked so much bigger, ladies. It looked so much bigger in the pictures, but like, it's not that big. It's noticeably longer than the PS4 Pro, but it's like it's slightly thinner in this part. But it's also got that waviness to it, so I think we're supposed to put it this way, facing outwards. Yes, and it's got the disc, because it's the only way to do this. I gotta say, I'm very pleased that Sony decided to make it an option to go with digital or disc, as opposed to forcing one or the other down our throats and just expecting us to like it. Because that would mean that all of the PlayStation 4 games I have would be completely invalidated. And that's, like, just really stupid. Yeah, it is light and, like, a lot more compact than I thought based on, like, the pictures I've seen. I quite like this. And I really like the way the logo is. Like, it's etched in there, so it's not like a colored thing that's gonna wear off when it rubs up against things. And I really like this plastic design. It feels very sturdy, but also very smooth. So I'm kind of into this. So let's see what the back here looks like. I think I might be losing daylight, so hopefully you can still see this. Okay, so there's the oh yeah, that's fine. There's the HDMI, LAN, 2 USB plugs, and then the power. Yeah, it's got the power of the PS3, like cord-wise. That's kind of weird. Not sure why that would be the one they went with. I would have thought it would make more sense to go with the one that has the grounds in it. Yeah, and there's... Oh, okay, so there's two things here. But it looks like these are backwards plugs. So... Oh no, so I guess... Let's see. I think maybe that this cable for the controllers... Yeah, I think it's female to female. This here is the game thing, the console. Oh, okay, well that's not good, is it? I don't think it's supposed to be on that side, because it's not... Yeah, that's not... It's not okay, is it? I guess you're supposed to put it like this, but it doesn't sit right when you put it this way. And I can't put it this way, because that's going to take up way too much room. I think it's going to have to go that way, but it's not flat on the bottom like I thought it was. So that's kind of a design flaw, because I don't like the standing thing. I don't trust this, and it's going to take up a lot of room. So I might have to do some major reorganization on my desk. But yeah, so that is the unboxing. I thought I would never make one of these, but they can be fun sometimes. So that's all the time I have for this episode of the Slasher After Show. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you right back here in the very near future for more cool stuff. So now I've discovered that I need to buy an horizontal stand for the PlayStation 5, because it doesn't normally stand on its own, even though I've seen people do that before, but I guess I was seeing it with the stand intact, and from the angle I've seen it, I guess I just assumed that it was standing naturally, but the stands are only about $20, so it's really not that big a deal. It's just kind of annoying that they wouldn't include something so trivial that makes a big difference, because I've heard people say that putting it vertically is not as good for ventilation and performance and heat dissipation. Plus, where am I going to put this thing if I have to stand it up straight in the air? I'm going to have to move everything just to put it there. Or I can take the PS4 out and then just slide it underneath the TV right there. So that's what I'm going to do once I get a stand. But I figured out while searching for a stand that I have a slim model. And I know this because The Slim model just has this one little line right here, and the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 Pro has this, but it's much thicker and more rugged. And then the PS5 original model doesn't have this little thing at all, and it's also longer, like here to here. So that would explain why it seems smaller than I knew. It probably said somewhere on the box that it was the slim version, but it was either written very small or I just skipped right over it. But it doesn't matter. It is still a PS5, so it's still a huge upgrade over the PS4 Pro.